Welcome to this presentation. My name is Carol Preen and I'm one of the co-owners of Natural Therapeutics. I'm going to take you through why standards are so important in training in complementary therapies. So why train in complementary therapies? Well, some of us would say it's a calling, and it certainly was for me. The underlying drive is that you want to help people. We all feel the need to do something to help. You also want to help people via using natural remedies and feel drawn to alternatives to orthodox medicines. And we actually have many nurses and doctors who look at natural therapies and want to train in them too, to find less invasive ways of treating their clients and their patients. It's a really great career. I found it myself when I had young children. It was very versatile. I could work around my children being at school, and it's wonderful to run your own business and work the hours that you can work. The thing then is, which therapy do you choose? There's so many different ones, and it doesn't really matter which one you start with, because we find that most therapists are multidisciplined, so you may start in one therapy and then train in something else, depending on the needs of your clients and how you feel your limitations are as a therapist. That drives which direction you go in next. But where you start is, as I say, completely up to you, whether it's in bodywork therapy, such as massage, aromatherapy, reflexology, that sort of thing, or you go into energy therapies or talking therapies. They're all natural remedies. So think about, are there any specific areas that you're interested in treating? I liked the idea of physical therapies and sports, so that's the direction that I started off in. I did start in aromatherapy and massage and then moved into sports massage. But once you've decided where to train, how do you find a good course? That's the next question. So it's difficult to decide where to begin, and it's hard even for us seasoned therapists and educators to find which course is bona fide and which one is recognised, because there are all sorts of claims out there on websites about accreditation, and a lot of them have absolutely no real status whatsoever, and then people find later on that they've got qualifications that don't allow them to get into certain bodies or on certain councils, and it's disappointing. So for bodywork, practical and talking therapies, online courses are not really permissible by the profession. You need to have that time in class under supervision with your tutor to assess your skills, develop your skills, whether they be practical skills or energy work, and also working in a classroom with other therapists, students who are learning. You develop your skills in that environment, and that's can often be quite life-changing. It changes how you perceive things often, and it's a wonderful experience under the guidance of a fantastic tutor. It can really be life-changing. So when you're looking for accreditation, looking at courses that are claiming all sorts of accreditation, what does this actually mean? Well, the definition of the word means the action to officially recognise or accept or approve of something. So you're looking for some kind of official recognition of the course that you're going to take. So the word officially or official in our profession is a bit difficult because we are not a statutory regulated profession. So anyone can set themselves up and call themselves anything, and there's no legal recourse apart from when someone makes a complaint, which would be to trading standards or something in that nature. And in the UK, we do have a lot of professional associations, and so it's difficult to know which one is really recognised and which one is working in collaboration with national standards and other bodies that have real status, let's say. So our advice would be to trust an association who is also a verifying organisation of the Complementary Natural Healthcare Council. They are the UK's voluntary self-regulatory body, And as I say, we don't have statutory regulation, but we do have voluntary self-regulation. So this is the body that you would want to make sure that your course meets the standards that is set down by them. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So for example, our courses are all accredited by complementary health professionals, and I do actually work with complementary health professionals as well. It's an association that's been around for coming up for 30 years now. It was originally called the Aromatherapy and Allied Practitioners Association, changed its name in 2015, really to represent the fact that its members are very multidisciplined. And we are, of course, a verifying organisation for the CNHC. So who sets the standards in the UK? Well, there are national occupational standards which were developed with government funding back from sort of 2002 through to 2008. Many of us were involved in regulatory working groups to develop national standards and national core curricula, where all sorts of associations came together to develop these. So we had national occupational standards, which the government organisation Skills for Health hold. They're very basic though, so it's really the core curriculum that lays down what should be in a qualification. And at the moment this is now held by our regulatory body, our voluntary self-regulatory body, the CNHC. So that was set up in 2008, and it followed many years of hard work, and the core curriculum are constantly being reviewed. In fact, that's about to start a new review at the moment. And each therapy had, say, a regulatory working group. This was supported by the Department of Health and at the time the Prince of Wales Foundation for Integrated Health. And so the CNHC was set up with government funding to protect you, the public, and it holds an accredited register via the Professional Standards Authority for Health and Social Care, and that's accountable to the UK Parliament. So in terms of being official and being reputable, this is the place that you would need to make sure that your course is mapped to, this core curriculum. And they currently set the core curriculum for 18 therapies, and that can be accessed on their website, which is cnhc.org.uk. Then the question is, should I do an online course or do I need to be in class? So we've already touched on that a little bit, but basically there are some excellent courses that are theory-based that can, of course, be delivered online, as long as there's a personal tutor that you have constant contact with by video call and by email as well, obviously, that you can ask questions as you're going along, discuss your case studies. And there needs to be case studies set and coursework set, and it's properly assessed and accredited, as we said. So we have an anatomy, physiology and pathology diploma, for example, that is delivered online, as well as an essential oil diploma, which we'll talk about a little bit in a moment. We also have lots of postgraduate courses, so people are already trained as therapists who want to then develop their skills further. So we've got some online theory-based courses for that. Specifically, we specialise in essential oils and aromatherapy postgraduate education, as well as some massage. Some of that's in class and some of it can be theory because it's an adaptation of existing knowledge. What is not acceptable is that you do an online diploma or certification for the first time in massage or aromatherapy or reflexology or really any body or soft tissue therapy work, or crystal therapy as well, because you're dealing with people's energies, and all of those requires, as I've already said, some supervision under the careful guidance of a tutor who can help you hone and develop your skills so that you are safe and really competent and good at what you do. You want to be, when you're spending money to train as a therapist, it's not just about doing something that's quick and easy and gets you, out there and earning money straight away, although that's obviously great. You also want to be successful because clients will vote with their feet. If you have trained really, really well and developed your skills and you really know what you're doing, you're likely to be far more successful and people will know when they've come for a treatment whether or not you've had that that level of training or not, and they won't come back if you haven't done a really sort of basic treatment and you don't really know what you're talking about, basically. So we always say to someone, you wouldn't go to a dentist or a physiotherapist who trained online. I mean, personally, I wouldn't even go to a hairdresser who trained online. So why would you go to a massage therapist or a reflexologist that just watched a video and done a basic online course? It doesn't make any sense. There are also organisations that bring together professional associations and awarding organisations for the benefit of the profession. So we belong to a couple of these councils at Complementary Health Professionals, and that's the General Council for Soft Tissue Therapies, Massage Therapies, and they look at developing and progressing massage therapy, and CHP is a member, as I've said. And this is a great forum where we can come together with like-minded people from other professional associations and develop, resources and extend massage therapy in the UK. So it's really great. During COVID, for example, we were able to work together to come up with lots and lots of resources to help our members. CHP, Complementary Health Professionals, is also a member of the Reiki Council. So this brings together associations to discuss educational standards within the Reiki profession. And it also has an accredited list of tutors. So if you're thinking of training in Reiki, then you should go to this website here, which is www.reikicouncil.org.uk/verified Reiki courses. And that one will give you a list of accredited Reiki courses in the UK that are mapped to the CNHC standards. So it's a great way of checking out that your Reiki is bona fide. They also work with Reiki Medic Care that supports the well-being of hospital doctors, nurses, ambulance, paramedics. So if you've got the right qualification, you can actually be approved to work on Reiki Medic Care as well. So that gives you a sort of a background of accreditation and how natural therapeutics is part of complementary health professionals. So let's have a look at the diploma courses that we offer. We are based in Thetford. King's House is a very ancient house in Thetford, massed in history. It's a beautiful building, and it's right in the town centre of Thetford, opposite the Bell Hotel, which is also very famous. And we offer some in-class courses and some online courses, as I've already explained. So the first one we'll talk about here, we've got the Level 5 Diploma in Clinical Aromatherapy and Essential Oil Science, which is in class. Our Essential Oil Practitioner Diploma, which is theory-based, so that's online. There are options to come and do blending workshops in class with the aromatherapy students. And we also do an annual tour to Kew Gardens, an aromatic tour, where myself and Dan is also a herbal medicine practitioner, so we look at the plants both from an essential oil perspective and a herbal medicine perspective. So that's good fun, great day out, always in the first Tuesday of June every year. We will be offering a clinical massage therapy diploma later this year. And we also offer something called Neuroskeletal realignment therapy, which that's exclusive to us. We offer Reiki training and crystal healing therapy, as well as some other postgraduate courses as well in class. So our Level 5 Clinical Aromatherapy and Essential Oil Diploma is an advanced sort of all singing, all dancing, all the bells and whistles on, everything you would need to become a successful practitioner in a wide range of clinical settings. So it really goes into depth in lots of areas of chronic conditions, elderly care, working with people who are having fertility issues or having fertility treatments, pregnancy, labour, children. It goes into lots of advanced essential oils, advanced essential oil chemistry. It gives you everything you need to be really successful. So it follows the CNHC core curriculum and beyond. All the training is evidence-based from research sources. We work very hard to make sure that everything is evidence-based. And as well as doing coursework, there's a great deal of case study work, and you would also have to do a 3,000-word thesis, which is an academic thesis, which you'll get lots of support with. Don't worry about that. But that's how we can call it a level 5, because it's very academic based and lots of research involved. So that's on our website, on our aromatherapy page. Our essential oil diploma, quite different, so that one's online. We developed this because we had so many people saying, I really want to do aromatherapy, but I don't want to practice massage. I just want to learn how to blend the oils for products. Or, you know, I'm disabled and I can't massage someone, but I really would love to be able to have a business where I make bespoke products for clients. So this led us to create the essential oil diploma. So it's exactly the same as the aromatherapy diploma in terms of the basic level 3 aromatherapy diploma that is mapped to the CNHD core curriculum. So we've taken all of that work, pulled that out of the aromatherapy diploma and just removed all of the massage elements. So that allows you to be able to do everything that an aromatherapist would do, minus the massage. You still have to study the anatomy, physiology and pathology just the same. But if you already have that qualification, as long as it is one that we would recognise, of course, we will give you accreditation for prior learning. So you would just need to do the essential oil modules. And again, the details are on our website. Neuroskeletal realignment therapy, that's in class. Some of it's blended learning really. So there are in-class workshops to allow you to develop your practical skills, and then the theory is done online. And this is a light touch, non-manipulative technique, get my teeth in, that treats back pain, joint problem and accident trauma. And I've been practicing this since 1997, and I have some amazing stories to tell. And many of those you can access via our website. There's lots of published articles in magazines such as Positive Health magazine, from not just myself but many of my graduates. It works well on neurological conditions as well, so we've worked on strokes in particular, and brain injuries. And the course also includes advanced anatomy and physiology, so you need to have your anatomy and physiology qualification first before you do this one, and then it takes it into the next stage, looking at orthopedics in particular and neurology. And yeah, more information you can see just on this image here, just very, very light touch. There are certain points all over the body that you do, and it's incredibly relaxing to have done, but has remarkable effects. And the details of that course is also on our website. We offer a crystal healing diploma, and we love working with crystals. It's I remember the first time anyone mentioned crystal therapy to me, and I thought, well, that sounds like a load of nonsense. And then I experienced a session with a very wonderful practitioner, and it blew my mind, and still does to this day, some 25 years on. The course is well grounded in science as much as we can, to give you a true understanding of the sort of what crystals are, how they're made, and how they can be used with health and well-being. It's not too airy-fairy or a bit too way out there. It's a well-grounded diploma. We do see crystal diplomas being offered in one-day workshops, which amazes me. When I did my original training, it was over 2 years in class. And what we've done is we've combined that course, that 2-year course, into one. So it's a full diploma as a blended learning diploma with online modules for the theory again, which are all assessed, lots of coursework, case studies, and then you would come in for 5 weekends throughout the course, and that's where you develop your practical skills and experience the treatments yourself in class, working alongside other students, which is fantastic. And again, this covers all the advanced skills that you would expect, and to allow you to be really confident and, most importantly, successful in this therapy. And again, if you want to have a look at the details, you'll find those on our website. with all the course dates and costings. And we do everything as for costings. We do that as easy as we can. We will allow you to pay as you go, so you don't have to pay for the whole course at once. It's all done modularly or monthly. So Dan is our Reiki practitioner and Reiki tutor, and he will deliver. He's also our aromatherapy tutor as well on the level 5, and he offers the Reiki Qualifications. This is a very gentle therapy again, non-invasive, very relaxing, and we see this being used more and more now in hospitals, hospices. Complementary health professionals had a great article on using Reiki in an NHS mental health service, if you'd like to have a look at that one on their website. So our course is verified not only by the complementary health professionals, but it's also verified by the Reiki Council, and as I said, taught by Dan. And as with all of our courses, our standards are really high. We're aimed at making you that really successful therapist, really confident. And you can join the CNHC Reiki register upon completion of Reiki 2. Reiki 1 is about working on yourself and your family, and then Reiki 2 is for professional practice, and then you would probably go on to Reiki Master, but you don't have to. And more details again on our website for that. The clinical massage therapy diploma that we will be that is in development is being mapped to the CNHC core curriculum. It contains everything you need to run a successful massage business, and also, of course, you would be able to join complementary health professionals. You would also be able to join be registered with the CNHC on their massage register. So we have online modules for this that you can do at home, the theory aspect of massage, and then you would have to come and do 6 weekends of practical training to develop your skills. And massage therapists can work in a huge range of clinical settings, hospices again, hospitals, physiotherapy clinics, in health spas if you want to, and in gyms, as well as being self-employed and running your own business, of course. We have a huge range of postgraduate courses. Most associations for membership, annual membership, and for annual CNHC registration, you do have to evidence ongoing professional development and learning. And this helps you to enhance and maintain your skills to best serve the needs of your clients. Certainly my clients always knew when I'd been away and learned a new technique. And this is wonderful because it helps you not just professionally, but also personally, personal development as well, because you're meeting and learning from other therapists and other tutors and getting a wider perspective of how to perform what you do. So as I've said before, our speciality is essential oil-based theory, and we have a lot of fascinating courses that would keep you going for years as an aromatherapist. And we also have a lot of in-class training as well. So we do advanced massage techniques, trigger point therapy, we've got first aid courses, anatomy masterclasses, as well as I said, the in-class essential oil master classes as well. We also have some introductory courses. So if you were thinking, I'm not really sure, before you part with a lot of money and make a larger commitment to a diploma course, you could just dip your toe and try out a few courses. So we've got an introduction to essential oils course, an introduction to herbal medicine course, an introduction to crystal healing, color therapy, and also one on chakras and human energy field. And it will just give you, they're £25, so really, really reasonable, packed of information and things for you to try out at home. You've got contact with us if you've got any questions that you need, and it just gives you a feel for how we deliver our courses, what the quality is like, and whether or not this is really for you and you want to take it further. I myself did an introductory course in aromatherapy back in 1992, and it was the driving force for me for my entire career, which is now 30 years on. So for details of all our courses, please contact us at naturaltherapeutics.co.uk. complementarystudents.co.uk. Our email and telephone number are all available there, and we'd love to have a chat with you if you would like to ask any questions. But just to say that if you ever are looking at courses and you're not sure whether it meets the standards that would be acceptable for membership with a professional association that you're thinking of joining, contact that professional association first and get the course checked out before you part with any money. Certainly complementary health professionals are always happy to hear from people who are looking at courses just to check that this is the right course and that they would be able to join CHP as a member or the CNHC register after they did that course. It's much better to do your research and check things out first before you part with your money. So thanks very much for listening, and hope you will to see you in the near future. Thank you.